Spain is a corporation preferred with British holidaymakers, and an appropriate vacation spot for a town break. With awesome seashores, great climate and first-class meals, there's a lot extra to certainly considered one among Europe's pinnacle journey locations than in simple terms lounging through a pool. A wealthy cultural history, great gastronomic scene and a number of the global's greatest structure is all with ease to be had in the course of Spain. But which vacation spot is the exceptional for a town break? Here are our pinnacle 10 towns to go to in Spain. Famous for iconic structure and great meals, Barcelona is a colorful beach town full of excitement. La Rambla is the town's beating coronary heart, full of eating places, stores and entertainers. Head through La Rambla to the should-see medieval Gothic quarter, which brims with stunning churches, slim streets and grand, palm tree-crammed plazas. No go to Barcelona could be whole without traveling Gaudi's well-known La Sagrada Familia Basilica. The masterpiece has been beneath creation considering that 1882 and isn't anticipated to be finished till 2041. Toledo is a various and compelling town, domestic to a number of Spain's greatest monuments. It became referred to as the town of three cultures inside the Middle Ages while Muslim, Christian and Jewish groups lived peacefully collectively for hundreds of years in the back of its superb town walls. The end result of this wealthy multicultural history is a treasure chest of an vintage city complete of churches, palaces, fortresses, mosques and synagogues. In comes at the recognition of an outdoors museum and a UNESCO Heritage Site Award in 1986. Surrounded through the river Tajo on three sides, Toledo sits atop a gorge and is small sufficient to discover taking walks, despite the fact that one of the exceptional approaches to find out the town is to wander aimlessly across the town's medieval streets even as looking for the works of well-known artist, El Greco. Seville is referred to as the frying pan of Spain, however its cool town vibe, Moorish structure and historic streets make it a really perfect town to discover over some days. The capital of Andalusia is well known for its flamenco, tapas bars and orange trees. To similarly indulge the senses there's the great Cathedral of St. Mary, Plaza de España, the Alcazar Palace in addition to the Jewish quarter of Santa Cruz, a superbly preserved Jewish district. Valencia has a lot to offer, from terrifying modernist structure and fashionable artwork Nouveau homes, to awesome museums and a characterful vintage quarter. History fanatics and way-of-life vultures can head to the UNESCO Index La Lonja de El Seda, Silk Exchange, the Valencia and Mercado Cathedrals and the Museo de Bellas Arts. Gourmet delicacies is one of the awesome pleasures of Valencia, lengthy lunches and dinners are a should. The coastal town is surrounded through fertile, fruit and vegetable developing farmlands and is famed for its rice dishes like paella. San Sebastian is certainly considered one among Spain's extra modern-day locations attracting movie buffs, beach fanatics, jazz lovers and foodies alike. The town, which lies in northern Spain's Basque region, is a cultural heavyweight, website hosting internationally acclaimed movie and jazz fairs such as the Heineken Jazzaldia, which brings a number of the jazz's largest stars to certainly considered one among Europe's oldest jazz fairs. For everybody who loves to bask in eating reports even as holidaying, San Sebastian is arguably Europe's most desirable meals vacation spot and regularly comes out pinnacle on lists of the global's exceptional locations to eat. Michelin-starred eating places abound and for extra humble flavors, ensure you attempt its well-known pinxos, tapas. For one of the exceptional town seashores in Europe, head to the late-return Playa de El Concha, even as Playa de Gro is a livelier choice and awesome for surfers. Salamanca is taken into consideration to be one of the maximum stunning towns in Spain with an vintage city indexed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and in wonderful Plaza Mayor seemed as one of the country's maximum fashionable town squares. The plaza is illuminated at night, making it one of the town's extra unforgettable highlights. The Femend University, that's idea to be the one-third oldest in Europe, became based in 1218 and is properly really well worth a go-to. It is one of the many architectural wonders constructed from nearby sandstone which over time have obtained a gentle glow, giving upward thrust to Salamanca's moniker, the Golden City. For one of the town's maximum iconic views, head to El Patio Chico, a restaurant, wherein you may see each the vintage and new cathedrals of Salamanca. Malaga is a lovely, arty and culturally wealthy town you won't need to miss. Packed with museums, theaters and monuments to find out, such as the stays of a Roman amphitheater, the 1,000-year vintage Gibralfaro Castle, 13th century ALC. Asaba, in addition to numerous artwork museums devoted to the town's maximum well-known son, Pablo Picasso. Wander across the atmospheric, pedestrianized Anciental Center and prevent off on the lovely cathedral, or amble through the Anciental Botanical Gardens earlier than heading to one of the many tapas bars. For a chunk of retail therapy, head to certainly considered one among Spain's maximum fashionable buying streets, the marble-covered Calle Marqués de Larios, that's really well worth a go-to for the structure alone. One of the best towns of the medieval global, Córdoba became the capital of the Muslim-occupied Iberian Peninsula and domestic to one of the grandest mosques within the Western global, the incredible Mezquita of Córdoba. The Mezquita is extensively seen as one of the global's best portions of Islamic structure. It became made extra wonderful through the cathedral, which became constructed at its coronary heart a few years after the Christian conquest of the town in 1236. The town is best for folks that want to discover taking walks or through motorcycle, because the slim streets surrounding the Mezquita are full of stunning plazas, slim side streets, bustling tapas bars and vintage, moody wine bars. Granada, the very last stronghold of the Islamic profession in Spain, has a captivating combination of Moorish and Spanish history. Set towards the backdrop of the snow-capped Sierra Nevada mountain variety and boasting an Arabic quarter, a lovely vintage city full of true flamenco indicates, in addition to Spain's maximum visited building, the Alhambra Palace. This Andalusian town is breathtaking. Romantics can experience looking the solar set over the Alhambra Palace from the Mirador de San Nicolas within the Albayacin quarter. After exploring the maze-like streets, head to one of the bustling bars wherein the tapas are nonetheless free, a should for foodies. Santiago has one of the most luxurious vintage cities in Europe, with a labyrinth of cobblestone streets laced with Gothic homes galore which are, in step with locals, at their exceptional while it rains. Galicia's capital is the very last prevent within the Camino de Santiago pilgrimage, additionally recognized within the UK because the Way of St. James. But an extra sedate walk is recommended, because the medieval streets tackle an vintage global vibe after dark. Head to the Rua do Franco toward the cathedral for a remarkable eating experience. The tapas bars and taverns right here are legendary. Galician fashion octopus is going down very properly with the nearby Albarino wine.